Today is Wednesday, which is known, at least here on this channel, as Market Crash Day. We love Wednesdays because it's a great time to buy cards. It's leading into division rival rewards, which we'll get on Thursday morning, which I've actually got rewards ready, the upgraded rewards. I know that's rare of me to actually play my rivals games, but we are still on the new account, which means that I need every single coin that I can get. So with that being said, Wednesday's a great time to buy, and I'm going to show you guys some cards that you should be buying today, but it's not like any other Wednesday because it's the Wednesday 1 week before Team of the Year is going to begin. And Team of the Year is obviously an outlier. It's not a promo that follows the trends of all the other promos. So we have to adjust accordingly, understanding that the market could take a very, very big hit over the course of the next 2 days. And we don't want to get caught with the wrong cards. We don't want to get caught with the cards that are crashing in price already right now and are going to keep dropping over the course of the next 24 hours and honestly over the course of the next week. So with that being said, if you're excited for today's Ultimate Team Trading video, don't forget to drop a like on the video. It helps the videos do better. If I've ever helped you out before on these videos, then drop a like, help me out. We're going for 200 and let's hop into it. Do you need coins in FC25 Ultimate Team? Then go to u7buy.com. It is the quickest, most reliable, and the safest platform on the internet. Big creators use it. It has the best reviews. And if you use my code NITRO, you're going to get an extra 8% at checkout. You can even get specific players you want to add to your Ultimate Team straight from U7Buy. And if it's your first time, you'll get a newcomer's bonus added to what you get. Link down below. We've been trading a lot over the course of the last week. We've made a lot of coins. Rangers ended up being a great investment. And in Mbomo, this card might be a topic we talk about today because we have the new Yoan Wissa SBC. We'll get back to him in a minute, but there's something I want to talk to you guys about regarding a title update coming to FC25. Now, this is normally boring stuff. It's normally they adjust the goalkeeper, they adjust, short passing, whatever. It's all ambiguous. It doesn't mean anything. The game stays pretty crap. But this time around, they are changing something that is so meta, and a lot of cards on the market are already starting to come down because of it. Take a look at the front page of Futbin just in itself. The first couple of cards all have the same playstyle plus, which is Finesse Shot Plus. You've got Son, you've got Smith, you've got Neymar Jr., you've got Pedro Neto, you've got another Son, Dalglish. There's just so many cards. Michael Olise. All of these cards are trending right now on Futbin because they're all going down in price. This Kelly Smith card, 472,000 coins. It was on the way down over the course of this week because of Team of the Year hype as it was, but this card was 640,000 coins just on Friday. Now this card has dropped all the way down to 470,000 coins. The Team of the Year crash is one thing. This is another. Why are these cards dropping? Well, it's because of this title update, where following title update number 7, which is coming out like today, this is not actually affecting the Finesse Shot Plus playstyle, this title 7. But what is going to affect the playstyle plus Finesse Shot is the next title update, which will be in like 2 to 3 weeks. If there's already a title update number 7, and then that will be number 8, you got to consider the fact that we've been playing the game for about 3 months now. They come out twice a month. So I would expect the next one to come out in 2 to 3 weeks. So that's when the Finesse Shot is going to get nerfed. And that is why people are out there panicking on the market, selling their Finesse Shot Plus cards. Now, of course, if you've been watching my videos here on Nitro Gaming, you will have sold all of these high-rated metas already. You're good to go. But if you're not, then maybe you should hit that subscribe button so you don't get screwed, because we did just have a video a couple days ago telling you to sell these kind of cards before they dropped in price. Now, this is probably not the lowest that they go. And if you take a look at the top losers on the game right now, you have Mohamed Salah has dropped 20.3% on his Globetrotters card over the course of just the last 24 hours. 20% on a card that is 1.3 million coins is a very significant drop. Then you scroll down, you've got Dalglish, an icon from Winter Wildcards, down all the way to under 2 million coins, down 16%. Take a look at what he was just yesterday. He was up at 2.5 million coins on Tuesday. He is now 1.999 million coins. That is crazy to see that kind of a drop just from a title update that's not going to come out for a couple more weeks. Vinicius Jr. is down a ton. Heung-min Son is down a ton. There are so many different cards with that Playstyle Plus that have been dropping today. You've even got cards like Yaya Toure. Griezmann's inform is down, and it just doesn't stop there. Pretty much anything with a Playstyle Plus of Finesse Shot is going down in price. And right now we're starting to see the beginning of the Wednesday drop. Now this market was all the way up at 22.4 points. It is now down to about 22.1 points, but it's early. And I don't think that the big drop is really going to start coming until 6 p.m. UK time. Once 6 p.m. UK time rolls around, I think this market starts crashing, and I don't think it stops until probably after division rival rewards on Thursday morning. So that means you should be going out and buying certain cards for a rebound happening on Friday. Now, I do think that there's going to be a rebound this time because I think that there's still coins to be made before Team of the Year comes out. If you take a look on the screen right now, and I'll get rid of my face cam because it's kind of blocking it, numero FUT player items are available in Ultimate Team 25 for 6 days and 7 hours. That's a full week. That's until Wednesday, January 25th, or January 15th, excuse me. 1 week these cards are still out for. I think they actually might go out of packs. Yeah, it'll be Wednesday on the 15th. That's when they go out of packs, which means that we're not going to get a full-on promo on Friday. That promo isn't going to come out like we've seen pretty much every single week. Wrong face cam. There we go. So we're not going to get a new promo like Numero FUT Team 2, or we're not going to get something along the lines of a brand new promo before Team of the Year comes out. Instead, they're going to extend this Team 1 with these mini releases that we've been seeing up until next Wednesday. And then they're going to stop the promo entirely, and then they're going to drop pre-Team of the Year, which means next Wednesday's market crash is going to be just as bad, if not worse. But we have a period before next Wednesday where we've got a chance for these cards to rise between Thursday all the way to Sunday, maybe until Tuesday. We'll see what kind of things get leaked. But I do think that division rival rewards on Thursday leading into Friday are going to bring this market back up, especially for cards that are medium to low budget, that are still meta enough to use in games, which is why on our thumbnail today, I suggested maybe a card like Mbomo. Now, it's a shout that might not make perfect sense given the fact that the link to Yohan Wissa, that SBC already dropped yesterday. That Yohan Wissa SBC only has 22% upvotes. It's not a great SBC, but nonetheless, you've got a card like Brian Mbomo, and he's a right back in the Premier League. So Ait Nouri, the free card, can't play right back. On top of that, cards like Diogo Dalot, who we already invested in, are no longer super cheap. So Diogo Dalot, who's 50,000 coins now, is 3 times the price of this Mbomo card. So Mbomo, in my opinion, is still cheap enough to where it could go up as people get division rival rewards. Not only are they going to have more coins to spend on their team, which could bring his price up, but they'll also have more coins and fodder to complete SBCs. And maybe they fall into the 22% of people that believe that Wissa is a good SBC. And who are they going to link that Yohan Wissa to? Well, there's no better card in the game than this Brian Mbomo. So I could see this card going from 16K, which, by the way, you could probably get for 15.5. I think this card could shoot up to 19,000 coins or 20,000 coins on Thursday night, you know? So we're going to probably be buying cards like this Mbomo and cards similar to it today. Now, Mbomo's not the only card that I do like, but it is one of the few that I think stand out to me as a perfect investment, because even though there's cards in like Globetrotters that I do think are good investments, they've already risen a decent amount. One example of that card is going to be the Advincula card. This card is 20,000 coins right now, in that range. He's a right back that links to almost nothing because he's Peruvian and in the Argentinian league. But the card is so good, and the card is so hyped up because professionals have used him, and the card does have pretty incredible stats that he's going up anyway. And at this point, there's just not that much supply for him, because if people do buy this and then throw him in to maybe a winter wild card upgrade for evolutions, like the weak foot upgrade or the press proven and intercept, that is going to actually take that card completely out of the market. So you can't trade with it anymore. It becomes untradeable, which means that anybody that does that can't relist this card on the market, which means that it could continue to rise in price. Now, again, there's no links to this card that really stand out to me, and it's really hard to get him into a team, but yet he has still risen out of packs, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. This card was about 18,000 coins yesterday, so I would say that that's the target price to get him for during today's little crash, but if you can't get him for that low, I might stay away, though there is a lot of upside with a card like this. Again, you don't want to buy this card for 21,000 coins, and if it's not going to drop, then maybe it's a card you don't want to go too heavily into, because there's going to be a lot of cards today that drop pretty heavily. And one of those examples is going to be all of the cards that dropped heavily due to the Finesse Shot Plus playstyle getting nerfed in a couple of weeks. Because here's the deal. Even though these cards are going to hold less value in the long term, these cards are still valuable currently. And there's still time before Team of the Year, and there's one very important weekend league this weekend where people are going to want to play, they're going to want to win, and they're going to want to get good packs to save for that upcoming Friday when Team of the Year attackers drop. Now, it might not be the biggest biggest weekend league of the year, because I think next weekend's weekend league, where Team of the Year has actually begun, is going to be massive, and everybody's going to be playing and sweating that out for the best rewards. But I think this weekend could be one of the most played weekend leagues that we've had in a while. Now, I will be honest, I don't really love investing in flips that are this expensive right now. With Team of the Year just a week away, it's very risky to go in on these, and I do believe that there is still some panic to be had today with these Finesse Shot Plus cards. Not only is the market dropping today, these cards are probably going to get hit worse because they're going to drop with the market naturally, but they're also dropping because of the panic. So it's like a double whammy happening for these Finesse Shot Plus cards. But a Smith right here would have to go up from 475k to 501k just to make 1,000 coins of profit right now. So are we going to go out and buy this card for 475 hoping for that rebound? Maybe. I think that there is some value in it, but I do think it gets lower before it gets higher. So it's about timing that later today on when is going to be the best time to pick these up and hoping that they do rise on Thursday and maybe into Friday. Now, you could go for some cheaper guys like Griezmann, who's also been dropping in price, this Inform, which has been about 98k and is now 103. I would not spend 103, but let's say it crashes again later today. We could definitely see a rebound for an Inform like this, and it's a little lower budget, which means that this card would only have to rise about 5,000 coins before you start making profit. So wait till later today, see what those prices are, but definitely keep an eye on Finesse Shot Plus. Now, Griezmann's not the only Inform I want to talk about today, because I have an idea based on one card that rose a ton today, which is Rajkovic. This card spiked up pretty randomly today, and it doesn't really link to any new SBCs. It doesn't fit into any new evolutions, yet this card has gone up to 28,000 coins. Why is it 28,000 coins? Well, most of the reason for this isn't going to be because Mane's SBC just took a while for that card to absolutely spike up in price. It's mostly because 80 to 82 rated Team of the Weeks are super, super rare. So if there's any link to this Rajkovic, or if there's any demand for an SBC, hence the SBC that came out yesterday, the 82 plus times 14, which everybody loves and does require a Team of the Week card to complete. If you take a look, it is an 83 rated team with the, one Team of the Week, and the one Team of the Week card is really what's going up in price. We're seeing a rise on all of the Team of the Week cards in the game. If you take a look here, all the Team of the Weeks are up to about 15.5k. So I'm not saying go out and buy Mark Cucurella. I'm not saying go out and buy 100 of the same card. What I am saying is go out and buy one Trincao, one Ricky Puig, one Lauren, one Rulli, one Lineart, one Luca Bacchio, one Marmouche. Don't go up to 83 rated, because if you take a look at what the Team of the Weeks are in supply right now, the lowest rated is 83. We haven't seen an 80, 81, or 82 rated Team of the Week in packs in months now. And so we're going to see these cards get super rare as time goes on. Yet, if you're going out and maybe you're a casual who doesn't know that these 82 rated Team of the Weeks haven't been in packs for so long, if you go out and see that you can see that 82 rated, Trincao is the cheapest. Maybe it's on Footbin, maybe it's on Foot Alert, maybe it's on foot.gg. Any of these websites, if it shows you that it's the cheapest, it might not update right away. 5 people go out and buy that card, all of a sudden it's up 3K. 20 people go out and buy that card, all of a sudden it's up to the point that Rajkovic rose yesterday, going from 18,000 coins to 28K. So club stock, one of each of those really cheap team of the weeks. Get one Hudson-Odoi, one Sten, one Puada, one Mukoko. Don't spend too much on these cards. Try to get them for 14K or 15K at the very most, or even wait until later in this week, maybe on Sunday when team of the weeks are normally slightly cheaper. Sunday could be a great time to buy these cards, so I wanted to give you guys that idea for this upcoming couple of days as well. We'll end with a little bit of team of the year news. I've been doing a lot of research on who's going to actually get into the men's team of the year. I couldn't tell you about the women's team of the year. I just don't have enough information about it, but the men's team of the year, I do believe that these 10 players are going to get in. Now, I could be wrong on a couple, and I'll explain those in a second. You've got Vinicius Jr. and Salah, who are locked in my opinion. You also have Rodri and Bellingham, who are locked in. You have Van Dijk and Carvajal and Emi Martinez, who are locked into Team of the Week. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Team of the Year players that I just do not think that there's any possibility of them going with any other player. But you have to think like EA Sports would think, right? They're going to consider the vote, but if we're voting on cards like Grimaldo, who are not going to sell as many packs as Teo Hernandez, then they might override that and throw Teo Hernandez into the Team of the Year as it is. But here's the thing. People are still voting for Teo Hernandez because he's super meta in FC 25. So I think he's going to win the fan vote, but he's also probably going to be EA's choice as well. Even if you think Grimaldo deserves to get in, which I honestly do, I think Teo Hernandez are who EA Sports are going to choose. Now, there's a more controversial one here in Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is a center mid that might get in over Florian Wirtz. Now, Florian Wirtz, of course, had a spectacular year, both for club and a little bit for country. Even if he was on and off the starting 11 for Germany, he was probably the second best player after Musiala in the Euros tournament for Germany. And so I do think that Florian Wirtz does deserve to get into Team of the Year, but I do think that Cole Palmer is going to win the fan vote, and EA Sports are going to determine that Cole Palmer is probably going to sell more packs because, quite frankly, he gets great links. He's way more marketable. He's all over social media, and do you see that much from Florian Wirtz all over the place? I mean, when it comes down to popularity and what's going to sell packs, that's what EA Sports care about. So if they're going to snub somebody, it's probably going to be those Bayer Leverkusen players. Now, when it comes to center back, I do believe that Saliba is going to be in the Team of the Year, but this one's really close because Rudiger is very close, and there's not really a card there that is going to sell more packs. Saliba, of course, has the Arsenal a factor to him, whereas there's already 3 players in this Team of the Year that are from Real Madrid. So you are going to appease Real Madrid fans, whereas you won't have any Arsenal players if Saliba doesn't get in. He's French, and he's very good. We saw his gold card at the beginning of the year. But you could also say the same for Rudiger. He was super expensive at the beginning of the year with his gold card. It's meta. It's a good link. It's a good nation. It's a good club. Both of them are kind of a toss-up, but I did do a vote on Twitter, and more people said that they voted for William Saliba to win this vote. In my personal opinion, I also do think Saliba deserves to be in, but that's kind of up to your opinion on who deserves to be in. I'm sure some people also believe that Rudiger deserves to be in. It's very close. Don't get me wrong, but this is not who I think should be in. All right? Just to be clear, this isn't my vote. This is who I think EA Sports are going to choose. Now, when it comes to striker, however, that is where it gets difficult because there's a lot of people who have voted for Haaland, there's a lot of people who have voted for Mbappe, and there's a lot of people who have voted for Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal has gotten a decent amount of votes. Maybe they'll go ahead and throw Salah, or maybe they'll throw Salah as a striker, even though they're both technically right wing. That's very possible that they do that. Maybe they'll put Mbappe in because he's the cover star of FC 25 and, of course, the best gold card in the game. This Mbappe is very desirable. Not that anybody is going to ever pack him with the 0.000000001% chance of actually getting this card, but it would probably entice people to go out and get some FC points. And then you've got Haaland, who obviously has a lot of votes as well. So I can't really come to a conclusion on who's going to get that third Team of the Year spot yet, because it's just so close in the votes. It's so close in what EA Sports might choose, and all three of them have appeal because all three of them probably would sell packs. So with that being said, that's what I believe the men's Team of the Year is going to look like this year. Let me know your thoughts down below. Again, not who you think should be in, but who do you think's actually going to get into this Team of the Year? Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. We've got tomorrow's video, which is going to have my division rival rewards in it. We're going to show the investments on these cards that we've made, other investments that we decide to make over the course of today on Wednesday, and then, of course, our division rival reward investments as well. We've got 610,000 coins at least to spend, and I'm probably going to spend most of them. Take some risks and hope that cards rise on Thursday, and make sure that we've got enough coins to get into Team of the Year to where we can at least maybe buy the goalkeeper by the end of it. Hopefully a little bit more than that, as hopefully we'll get our main account back too. But drop a like on the video if you haven't yet. We're going to go for, I think I said 200 likes. I might be wrong, but yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.